to your angel guidance. Thank you for clicking on the video. Please pick one of these piles, whether it's something that you feel drawn to, your special number, or so you can like, some people will feel like with their hand chakras, like over their number, like that sort of thing, which one feels different. You'll feel more drawn to it like that. Some people will just feel with their gut instinct. Some people will get told like a number in their mind will just pop up. You can also hold like a pendulum if you have one, or even like a necklace. You can hold it and it will just tell you which one's for you, sort of thing, over your phone screen. But yeah, essentially pick a pile, or you can watch the whole video through and see what pile is essentially for you and resonates with your situation that you're in. Okay, you can also meditate on here for a little while if you need to. Just pause the video. Okay, see you in your pile. Hello group 1, welcome to your tarot and oracle reading for your angel advice. So there may be some feelings at the minute. I just sort of feel like there's a bit of a hard time at the minute, but I'll go through and explain this now. It feels quite heavy, this emotion. It feels like nothing seems to be going your way and it's rough. Okay, so as a heads up, I'll just get started and then we can pause or reflect together, and if you need to pause the video at any time or come back to it, then I understand, because it is a heavy feeling, bless you. Right, so with this learning experience card, first of all, it just feels like at the minute you've had some hard times. It feels like the life experiences that you're going through at the moment are very harsh, they're very heavy, they're very unfair. They're sort of something that you didn't want to learn this lesson about, sort of thing. They feel a bit, well, I'll just explain. So basically, I was drawn to this heart chakra. It feels like your heart has been like maybe smashed to pieces, like you feel so sad in your heart right now. But with this lantern, I was also very drawn to as well, and it's obviously learning experience. But this spread is going to tell you like what this lesson essentially is, like it, or part of this lesson is it's going to show you, like it's going to give you a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, if you like, sort of thing. On this guardian angel, she basically says like, or she or he basically says like they want you to ask them to help you out. Like, you're taking on too much responsibility, you'll carry on as normal when it's not actually that easy for you at the minute. You need to take time to look after yourself. A bit of self-care, a bit of self-love is needed right now. Okay, it's a tender time, but your angel wants you to know that she's there, or he's there. I feel like it is a feminine energy. It's like a comforting energy, like a motherly energy, or just like someone that you can rely on, sort of energy. But yeah, and then this yes card, like this, whatever you've been contemplating, that's gonna crop up probably most likely in these cards and probably in this card. The answer is yes, it's a good idea. Like, go for it. It's just straight up, just do it, right? It's going to be a good idea in the long run. It's going to do you so many favors. It feels so like the right choice as a card. Okay, and then this employment card, so this is another angel card, a different type of oracle. It says your career path is leading you in a higher direction, with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you realize the old and welcome the new. It does feel like old and welcome the new is important here. you are being supported each step of the way. So, and I'm particularly drawn to this rose. It's like an orange rose, okay? So basically, like, whatever, like, I feel like you've had some problems with work, like it's not going how it should have or something. That's how it feels at the minute. But there's a sense of comfort in this card as well. Like it's okay. Like that's how it feels. Like if someone just came over to you, like your guardian angel, and she was like, "It's okay," and then obviously the yes, like everything's okay and everything's gonna work out. Like this is a good idea to, like, it feels like maybe leave your job. But obviously that's not for everyone. It might be like have a break from your job, for example. Don't do anything rash, okay? Right, so I'll get on with your tarot and see how this pans out. I'm just going to flip all the cards and then see what energies they hold. And we'll make it look pretty again. And make sure you guys can see it on screen because sometimes that's really hard to do. There we go. Okay. So you have the Strength card, the Chariot, Six of Cups, Release, which is also known as the Death card, but don't worry about that. That's why it's called something nice in this deck, because it's a gentler energy deck. The Queen of Water, that feels like you. And Balance, which is also Temperance in a traditional tarot deck. Okay, so with Strength, I'm particularly drawn to this rainbow and these two birds. I'm not sure. Hold on, I'm just gonna have a quick look. Are they? They look like seagulls. I'm not really sure, but I feel like there's an importance with them. So with the rainbow symbolizes hope a lot of the time. Like I feel like this. Obviously, your guardian angels come up. You're holding your heart. It feels like you're holding out for something, like you want some hopeful news or hope in the future or something like that, okay? And with the birds in flight as well, like that's a symbol of luck. Like it's a luck. You've got luck on your side. You've got a good, so it's a good time for something. Like you're receiving this energy as well, it feels. So this is a strength card as well, with hope and luck on your side with this strength. It just feels like whatever this bad time you've had, whatever this bad time that you've been going through quite recently is, it is full of luck and hope, and it's making you stronger at the end of the day, okay? Your guardian angel is helping you with this strength. Archangel Ariel is also like the angel of like finances and like desperate times. She also helps animals, which is why there's animals on there, on the card. But it doesn't, like, there's animals come up there. Maybe you have a pet or something. Maybe like there's a link, like a close connection to your pet or something. I mean, take that as it is. How it resonates with you, sort of thing. But yeah, it feels like whatever this hard time is, you've got this angel backing you up. She's supporting you, she's helping you, she's like poking you in the right direction. I feel like definitely, like, she's like, basically how angels and spirit guides and stuff work is they'll sort of prompt you to look at things that you wouldn't normally. They'll prompt you to look into areas that you wouldn't normally. Maybe you're taking on like a new essence of spirituality, spiritual transformation. Like you're becoming like a bit more open to the idea of like guidance from like maybe God or like your angels, for example. You've clicked on this message for a reason. At the end of the day, your angels are here listening to you, they're guiding you. I do feel like it is finance related, obviously with employment. It feels like there's maybe like an end coming to, which makes sense with release. So yeah. yeah, there's like an end here. It's like an end feeling. It's quite solid. It's quite like this has to end. It feels like it needs to end gracefully, and like respectfully, like a compassionate sort of end, but it feels like there might be a rashness or like a want to be harsh or harsh judgments. Yeah. Forgiveness and compassion. Okay, so yeah, it does feel like there's a harshness. Like you're very hurt and you might act a bit. You'll act emotionally because you're a bit unsteady on your feet with your emotions right now. Like it's a roller coaster at the minute. Nothing feels fair. Everything feels like really, just really unfair and really rubbish, right? I can't remember where I was going with that, but yeah, there's just like this feeling of like you're having you really want to just be like, oh, sod it and just see you later. Like there's something bad happening at work. It feels like you're getting punished or mistreated, sort of thing. Mistreated feels a bit more like it. But yeah, it just feels like there's, if other people see this as a treating as well, like it's not just you, it's like the company that work for you, they're just doing what the procedures say. They're not being like human about it, not being fair about it. Like in the real world, you wouldn't treat people like that. It's just in the work world, that's how you're treated, sort of thing. But it feels like you're being sort of punished for something that you shouldn't really be punished for. But it's because you're moving on to better things. So I'll explain it better in a minute, but I'll just go a bit more in depth with these cards, okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. So with the Chariot, it's like there's an achievement coming here, okay? It's like you can see both sides of this situation, and you can see like why this company or your boss or whoever it is like treating you this way, but you can also see like why it's not fair. And you do feel like annoyed with this and frustrated and unfair, like I said. But this is like a leap forward, this situation. This is like there's a silver lining to this situation. You've got like the advice is to stay calm and grounded, like keep yourself together. Like you're good at keeping yourself together as well, because I can feel this in this energy with these two cards and this card. Okay, you can you're good at keeping like the stronghold together, if you like. Keeping your emotions in check, like letting them out when they need to be let out or when it feels safe to let them out, for example. Also, like this is Archangel Metatron, right? And Metatron helps with empowering you, and he'll guide you to like what your next step is. So if you ask him for your help, like as a guardian angel, he's going to help you work out maybe like how to move forward from this rubbish situation, if you're just in a rubbish situation, or if you're in a situation where you know, like this yes card's come up obviously for a reason. You know to leave this job. It's not serving you anymore. Like it feels like all its resources have drained, and it's drained you in the process. Let me see. Six of Water. So particularly this feels like you're reminiscing about children. Oh, I just got a feeling in the pit of my stomach, like it's sad. Okay, so this feels like you've gone through a really horrible time. This might be a bit triggering for some of you. Okay, so this feels really, really sad. Okay, so what I'm getting is you're you're appreciating the children you have. If you've got, like, for you who have already got children, but it feels like there's been a loss with children here. It feels like maybe a miscarriage for some of you, and that sucks. That really sucks. That feels really sad. I can actually feel your sadness right now. Flashes. It feels like it's been a really, really tough time, to be honest, and it sucks. Like, I feel like, okay, I'm being shown children's pictures, like drawing pictures, and maybe a gift with a photo on, like a cup or something, maybe, with a lovely photo on, of the family you have, and pictures, like drawn pictures to cheer you up or something from your children. But yeah, I feel like for those of you who have children, they understand what's happened. Like, maybe you told them that they were expecting a new family member, and then they understand that it's not worked out, or they just, for some of them, they just understand it, like, mummy's sad, and they're trying to cheer you up. Oh man, that's deep. That sucks. I feel for you guys. I really do. Okay, I'll go on to release. So release Archangel Azrael. Okay. Azrael is about, this is the angel you ask for guidance. They'll give you guidance anyway, you just won't know about it necessarily. For moving forward, especially with loss and grief and letting go. So I mean, like, that sort of thing is hard to let go of, anyway, and anyone can understand that. I mean, maybe not your work, because they obviously suck, if we're putting it straightforward right there. But yeah, so Azrael, yeah, they'll help you with this grief, this horrible time. Like, that's what the angels' job is, essentially. So call upon them, because they want to be there for you, okay? I was particularly drawn with this card with the orange background, which is your sacral chakra. So it's like your reproductive system, and like urinary tract, and like it's the area between, like, the base of your spine and the just above your belly button, sort of thing. But yeah, it just feels like that's how I knew it was like a miscarriage, a loss. This feels sad as well. Okay, and then, like, I'm attracted to these roses at the foreground of this card as well, and so this card is basically saying, like, in this horrible time, there is some sort of transformation you're going through, and it is much a transformation that's like a spiritual or a mental lesson, okay? And it feels like a bloody hard one, if we're honest, okay? But there's a mindset change that's going to occur from this, okay? So you're going to learn some lessons, like learning experiences obviously cropped up. This is like a change in you. You're going to become, I mean, it's going to take a while, because this isn't easy. This is definitely not easy, and it's harsh. It's a harsh lesson to learn. But you're going to get there. Like, these feel very positive. It feels very much like you've got this. Like, I feel like lessons you've learned before, you're a strong person, like a really strong person. Like, your heart is so full of love, and this is why you've learnt this harsh grief. That's like the hardest lesson to learn. But you've got this. You don't think you might have it now, but I can feel how strong your heart is, and it is beautiful, okay? It feels beautiful. So yeah. I feel with the Queen of Cups, it's like you need to take care of yourself and possibly others. That's why like, you feel very motherly, sort of thing, and you feel like you really need to look after your family, as any mother does, but it's harder at the minute, and I understand that. anyone would. But it feels like you've got like a partner there, maybe possibly helping with your children to give you like these gifts. Sorry if I ruined the surprise of the gifts. Hopefully I didn't. But of drawings and photographs and gifts like that. It's there's a reminiscence here basically of look how wonderful you've already got, sort of thing. Like your partner's trying to like make you think of the positive, and then it's hard, and he knows that's hard, but it's like all he's got. Bless him. Or them. So yeah, with this card, it feels like you're a lovely person. Like you are cherished by your family, really cherished by your family. Okay. But it also feels like you hold a brave face for your family, for the people at work, for your friends and stuff. I feel like your friends know, like you've cried in front of them, yeah, obviously. But at night you seem particularly sad. Like this is where you're in your thoughts. This is where you're in, like, your hell, basically. It feels the worst at night for some reason. It feels like you've been having bad dreams about it as well. But your family really want you to know, like, whether they say it or not, it feels like you are so loved by your family. Like, they really see who you are. They see you as glamorous. They see you as someone that makes, like, a comforting and beautiful environment. And they know that that environment at the minute is broken. Like, your energy's changed. And they know that, like, they feel that on you. Because they love you. You have that soul connection with your family, particularly your kids. They feel like, oh no, like mummy's broken right now. They want to help you. Same as your partner, but there's just a different type of love, you know? That's the one I'm picking up on. But yeah, your dreams are coming through. Like, maybe I feel like journaling would be helpful for you. Like personal experience, right? I haven't gone through this, but when I've been really upset and it used to affect me at night, I used to journal at night. Like when those feelings were raw, I wrote them down, and it did the world of good. Like it really helped. So maybe try that, okay? Even if you don't want to, like, just try it. Or think about trying it. It's a baby step at the end of the day. This isn't an easy thing to move on from. So with this temperance card, or balance, this card relates to this card, okay? This is the angel Zadkiel, and he's about learning. He says basically that timing is everything with your employment, okay? Whether you want to leave, or there's something about timing that's cropping up anyway. You'll know what it is. Excuse me. But you need to, like, be delicate in this situation, okay? You need to take your time. Don't hurt yourself. Obviously, you need some self-love. Don't punish yourself as well. But, like, just proceed with this situation gently and professionally, okay? Because it's going to do you some favors later on, okay? In the future, these, like, delicate, graceful ways that you normally are going to do you some favors in your future, okay? Yeah, so no dramatic sort of acting out, like, say you were like, oh, do you know what, stuff this job, and just walked out. Don't do that, right? That's going to bite you in the butt later on if you do. But also, like, approach this employment problem with kindness and, like, understanding, and also forgiveness, because if you can do that, then this lesson, this spiritual transformation that you are going through, is going to do so much for you later on, like your mental health, who you are as a person. You're going to be so flipping strong, okay? You're going to be so amazing, and you'll look back on this time and be like, that made me. Like, that time really made who I am today. And I feel like you might help other people with this later on, or you're going into a person related type of profession instead, or something. Like, maybe it's not profession, maybe it's just sort of like, I don't know. It feels like you will help people anyway. It feels like it might be different for a bunch of different people seeing this, okay? What else have you? Yes, just avoid the dramatic change, because this, if you can approach these with like kindness, compassion, forgiveness, you're going to manifest this beautiful life later on. And like, there's a yes to this like path that you're going down at the minute. Okay, it's a new beginning, because obviously this card's come up, and this feels like a new beginning as well. Also Zadkiel, okay, as an angel, he helps regain self-worth and self-esteem and deservedness. So he will teach you this, like, you've obviously that's been broken out of you and smashed into a million pieces right now, but he's going to help you regain this amazing person that you already are. It's just lost right now, okay? But yeah. So I know this has been a really harsh reading to do for me, and reading to hear for you, and I do hope that maybe you reach out to me and say, like, thank you for letting me know, and thank you for letting me know that my guardian angel was there for you. There for me, okay? Because they really are. This also, as well, Zadkiel, and these all represent Zadkiel, so maybe, like, focus, like, look them up, Google them, because they come up with loads of different information about what angel does, okay? So you've got Zadkiel, Azrael, Metatron, and Ariel, okay, that's cropped up. Oh, and this is, what's his name? Raziel, okay, because he's got rainbow colours from his wings. So yeah, just have a Google and see what angels resonate with your situation and how they'll help you. You can find special prayers online, especially for that as well, okay? For those certain angels and for these situations. But yeah, I hope this has helped, and I hope it's sort of set things alight a little bit and given you a little bit of hope, because that's what your angels really wanted to do with this and this card with the rainbows. Okay, they want to give you a little bit of hope and let you know that they love you and that they're there for you. And I'm sorry if this upset you in any way. I did not plan for that, but they need you to know this message because they love you and they're helping you. Okay, thank you for watching Pile 1. I'll take care, and I'll speak to you soon, hopefully. Bye. Okay, welcome, group 2. This is your angel message. So your angel guides are trying to tell you this at the moment. So thank you for joining this reading today. If you have any questions at the end, pop them down in the comments and I'll get back to you. So I guess we'll just start with these top cards. And then I'll go through your tarot and read that for you, okay? So we have honesty and communication, Mother, Father, God, ask and receive. And this one also says gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on your worries in your mind. What and who you are grateful for right now. Keep focusing. What are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe, okay? Straight away from these cards, I'm very drawn to this pink and the greens. It feels like heart chakra related, to be honest. I feel like you're sort of neglecting yourself, a bit of self-care and a bit of self-love at the moment. It feels like you've already made progress before, but now it's sort of going to dwindle out because you're focusing on something else. Also, there's a lot of like these little swirly sort of signs in these pictures. And to me, it seems like it's like an unfolding sort of energy in this reading at the moment. Okay, something's unfolding for you. So with these cards here, honesty and communication. I've got like sense of you've got to be truthful to yourself and to others about how you're feeling right now, because I feel like you're neglecting that, especially with all the other synchronicities that have just come up for you. With Mother, Father, God, the second card, I literally just heard, you are important, you are divine, okay? But this is saying, like, ask for help because your angels are asking you to ask for help because they need permission to intervene in your life. So if there's something worrying you or there's something that you're striving for but you don't know how to go about it, because that feels like this energy for this group, then go and ask your angels, say out loud, please angels, please intervene where you see fit, and don't put any control on that because that's when you have the best results. Okay, just be open, surrender to what they've got for you because they bring amazing things. Okay, I work with the angels a lot personally, and it blesses me every day, honest to God. Okay, and ask and receive, like I just said with the Mother, Father, God card. This, like, you keep saying no to something when really you should be saying yes. Like, you keep denying yourself something that you know you need deep down, and it's actually harming you now. Like, if you don't stop it, you're gonna get, I feel like it's bad mental health, like poor mental health, or like you're neglecting your self-love by saying no to a lot of things because you're trying hard with something else. Okay, and it also feels like there's going to be a eureka sort of moment if you say yes to these other things that are trying to pop up in your life, and it feels like people, maybe friends, that are trying to come back to you. Okay, or try to be in your life a little bit more. Okay, right, I'll do your tarot now. So let's flip these cards. All right, let's get that so you can see it. All right. Okay. Let's have a look at this then. So the Two of Earth, straight away, I feel there's a sense of hope. There's a rainbow there, which also means hope. There's a balance. This is a balance sort of type card, type energy. I feel like you're a bit out of balance. I just heard taking things too seriously. Like, you need to have a bit of an essence of play or do something nice for yourself. Not just work. It's like not just working and no play, definitely sort of feeling with this card. I feel like, yeah, like you're overworking yourself, like you're making yourself tired. You're not doing the things you were doing previously to make yourself feel better, to make yourself know that you're turning into the best version of yourself. It feels like this is quite a spiritual spread, to be honest. With the cards that's cropped up, I feel like maybe you was in touch with the divine, previously speaking to God, guides, like spirit guides, maybe your angels before. So going on to the Empress. So with this card, I heard manifestation, but it feels like something is just around the corner, and it literally says lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. And it does feel like with this card as well, and the other cards in this spread, that you've been working on something quite hard. Like you're putting your all into it, but it feels like you're just doing that, like you're not previously looking after yourself, like it felt like you was. It feels like like going out into nature as well. Well, this is a very naturey card anyway. I'll hold it up so you can see it a bit better. It's like full of animals. It feels like previously maybe you was taking time out and appreciating what was around you and sort of having it as a reset, whereas now you've just sort of completely neglected that. It sort of feels a bit like that. But yeah, with the manifestation thing, this comes up with this as well, like, and the gratitude list. This is why I said it's a spiritual sort of thing, but I'm going to come back to that through these cards with the manifestation. But yeah, it feels like something's around the corner for you. Feels like a hope and a dream, but it doesn't feel like something that you were striving for. It feels like a surprise or something extra, like it's an extra blessing sort of thing. It feels like exciting in my heart chakra when I concentrate on this card as well. So take that how you feel that resonates with you. What does that mean to you, sort of thing. With Unity, which is also the Hierophant card, there's someone particular was helping you like feel fulfilled before, like you got cracking with whatever you're working on. It feels like self-development or like going towards a goal, like you're trying really hard with this goal, whatever you're working on. So yeah, it feels like before you got really stuck into this goal or this it feels like a career, or it feels like hard work, whatever it is anyway. Like it makes you tired, like it really wears you out, sort of hard work. Not as in bad hard work sort of thing, but just you're trying really hard because it means a lot to you, sort of thing. It feels like previously you was like working on yourself mentally, spiritually, sort of really opening yourself up to the universe, like source, your spirit guides, like maybe talking to ancestors and things like that. It feels like previously you was really becoming your spiritual self and it was good for you, but now you've sort of put that on the back burner, whereas it was good for you, you needed to do it, it was like helping you, like obviously with these other cards as well. This sort of thing helps you learn how the universe truly works and how it can benefit you. But now you've stopped, you've gone into your old traditional human ways of thinking, and there's like a knock-on effect coming, or possibly coming. So how else does it feel? It feels, you said, like self-development, like it's just basically overtaking your spiritual development, and it shouldn't be like that because these work hand in hand. Your spiritual development very much guides your physical development, and I don't know if you haven't been enlightened with that information yet, but this is important, like your spiritual development. It's like it just like you just need to focus a bit more on this spiritual development, because it feels like you've just gone, oh, I need to focus on this now. Like you need a balance, and you've just sort of gone, oh, this one or the other now, sort of thing. That's just how it feels. Like it's like you've just changed it, like a flick of a switch, sort of thing. With a 5 of Wands, it feels like you're starting to feel like you've got a mental struggle. Like when you was previously working on this spirituality or this spiritual path, or getting to know yourself, sort of thing, like your true self, you've just like you sort of like moved on before you've healed properly, like, and it feels like that's okay to do so, but you've obviously got this balance card that's come up first, and it feels like it's quite important here. So yeah, like I feel like I just had time to look outside the box. So yeah, so the manifestation thing, like I was saying, look into this manifestation and how the universe works. Like, so where do I start with that? Like, that's quite a deep conversation. Maybe I should make a separate video on that completely. But yeah, so basically, when you're manifesting these things, if you focus on it enough, think about it, like literally use your five senses to think about this thing you want to manifest and want to make, like, this goal to work, and how it would work. Think of the finer details of this goal, write them down, think about them every day, all day, as much as you can, and it will start to change your actual reality. That's how manifestation works, okay? And it's suggesting with these cards as well that just like gratitude list is also another way of manifestation. Like, you write as if it's already happened, and then it starts to manifest in your actual reality. So for example, say it was a business, you can write, I am so grateful for my really successful business, just for a quick example. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then it will start manifesting into a really successful business, for example, just as a quick sort of explanation, because I don't want this video to get massive. But yeah, you need to start looking outside of the box of your traditional ways of being a human and working hard to get where you want to be, to get your success. You need to go about this in a different way, it's suggesting. So your angels literally want you to call upon them to teach you about manifestation, for one, and to actually manifest your actual desires and this goal, whatever this goal is, and maybe that extra thing that's this card's cropping up. It's like a, hey, look, a bonus sort of thing, like I mentioned before. But yeah, look into manifestation, because I feel like it's very important. Yeah, also because this is the Five of Air, as a separate note, like this is a different thing that's happening. You've got, like, this feels slightly in the future, not about the manifestation at all, right? That's what I'm talking about now. This is the separate meaning this is giving me. There's gonna be like a blip in whatever you're working on. It feels like a bit of a conflict, because it is the Five of Air anyway, so which is the Five of Swords. But yeah, it feels like there's a conflict of something. It feels like with this as well, justice in reverse. I feel like someone's gonna like cheat you or not pay you or something like that. Like, but you're gonna have to sort it out. Like, yes, I'm not really sure if I'm getting anything else on that situation, but this self-work, this manifestation, this asking for help of your angels is gonna help this situation. But you keep that in mind, just because that feels like future, but future sooner rather than later in that sense. I also feel like these cards together, there's like a sense of worrying all the time, especially with this card. So with manifestation, if you focus, what you focus on is what you receive. So if you're worrying that something's not going to work out all the time, it's actually not going to work out. That's the law of manifestation, okay? So if you want to say, for example, you're thinking, oh, what if my business doesn't work out, or if my business doesn't work out, or if my business doesn't work out, it's not going to work out. That's just the way the law works. But if you keep a positive mindset and constantly say, yeah, no, my business is brilliant, my business is great, my business is full of money, cash flow, sort of thing like that, and just genuinely believe it, it's going to help you out, because this is like a warning from your angels that you could be not paid, or just have like a conflict that's not going to end up too great, and like you'll be out of pocket or in some sort of way. Obviously this is a general reading, this is for multiple people, but it does feel like it feels like a warning, but not like a bad warning. It just feels like this could happen, and you to, like, this is your opportunity to sort it out, okay? With the Nine of Wands, It just feels like, with the Nine of Wands, it feels like you're focusing too much on this goal and you're neglecting your friends as well. Like, it feels, like I said before, feels like there was someone, particularly like one friend or a couple of friends or like a group of people that you were really getting along with, like they feel like spiritual friends as well, that you've just sort of neglected, put on the back burner. You know that they're still your friends, sort of thing, but they're just, because of course they are, but if they're true friends, they'll be your friend forever, sort of thing. But it feels like you shouldn't have pushed them on the back burner, because they were doing you some good. They were teaching you things that you didn't know about, and you were growing in the right direction with them. Yeah, literally just heard don't forget your friends, so it just clarifies it. Yeah, so I feel like, so overall, just make sure you go back out in nature, because this was a nice reset for you. You were making, like, thinking space for yourself. Obviously this is a Hierophant as well, like you were gaining knowledge by thinking, you were learning about yourself. And then obviously with this, you've got like a friend was coming through that was really beneficial to you. So just go back, take a few steps back, and just like look at your picture from the outsider's view, and you'll benefit here. Okay, I think that's all I've got, but I did sort of feel like you needed to have a an extra card pull. So I've got this sacred self-care oracle, and I feel like I just felt drawn to this deck and to shuffle some cards for you, or a card, to see what could really benefit you on this. So let me just have a little shuffle for you. How can group 2 practice self-care, self-love at the moment, please? Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Okay, I'll pull that one. Oh, flow like water. Yeah, so go with the flow a little bit more. Yeah, this was important. Oh, journal. Okay. I feel like you need one more. Let me just have a shuffle. I feel like there's one more that's trying to, like, let me come out. Oh, we got some. Let's give them that. Right, a gratitude list again. There you go. You can't predict it. I mean, you can when you do tarot. It's like, it's obvious. Burning bowl ritual. Okay, so like with these, if you've never done these before, can you see them? Hold on, I'll just push them up. There you go. So burning bowl ritual is like, you can write a letter to yourself, write a letter to the universe, write a letter to a loved one, and burn it, and it sends to the universe. It's a good way of releasing emotions or questions. The universe here, like, especially if you could like write a letter to your angels as well and ask them for help and guidance for whatever the goal is you're working on, and it just releases to the universe, and it will come back in synchronicities. Flow like water, obviously, like, you've got that sense of balance in this card, so just go with the flow, like take things a bit more lightheartedly, sort of thing. Definitely feels like a release is coming from like going with the flow. Like your heart just feels more gentle, more not as uptight, sort of thing with this card. Okay, journal, like do a diary, maybe a spiritual journal. Like I have a spiritual journal, I love it, it's great, it helps me every day, like just recording things. Maybe it will take you back from this hard work that you've been working on, and just like maybe put things into a different perspective for you, okay, for example. Okay, and then your gratitude list, like I said before, write down at the end of the day, unwind, like write a few things that you're grateful for that day, or what are you grateful for with these friends, for example, what were they bringing to you previously, and just remind yourself. Like sometimes you get so wrapped up in what your goal is that you just forget all these other blessings that you have, and I think this is what your spirit guides and your angels are really trying to tell you. Remember your blessings, and remember those people that were blessing you, and felt blessed that you were in their life before you got onto this really hard working train sort of thing. Okay? Also, I'm just going to go through this. I'm going to move these cards out of the way. Certain angels are in charge of certain things. So you've got Gabriel, okay? And Gabriel is an angel that is very close to music. May speak with you through music, so I feel like they'll be talking to you in songs. Like, you just put a random playlist on YouTube or whatever, or on like Amazon Music or whatever the other ones you've got, and the words will just suddenly talk to you. He's in charge of revealing stuff as well. Or he. I think it's one of those unisex angels. They're in charge of sort of like giving you messages, sending synchronicities. Like, maybe you'll have an angel number crop up, or maybe you'll have a certain number or a certain letter, or something like that, or like a certain word, things like that, or lyric that will keep following you. And what happens with me being clairaudient as well, I'll wake up with a song in my head, for example. Pay attention to that, because whatever lyrics going around in your head, that's important, okay? For a lot of people, especially clairaudient people, okay? Might be a gift you've never known you had. Well, I mean, you can unlock it because everyone can, but yeah, just pay attention to it. Also, Sandalphon, he's related to music, and he's also related to prayers, so definitely pay attention to your music. Pray and ask and receive like this help, okay? And then you've got Raphael, and he's in charge of fairness, justice, sort of harmony, redeeming, like, back from things, like redemption, if you like, and vengeance. So don't take vengeance, because that's a silly idea. What you put out in the universe is going to come back, like I said before. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, maybe ask Raphael for help, okay, in this injustice type situation that feels like you're going to be cheated a bit, and just say, like, please guide me, please intervene into this so it doesn't happen, sort of thing. Okay, I think that's everything I've got for you guys. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know below in the comments if you've got any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate your support, especially when I've got a little baby channel at the minute. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and take care. See you soon. Bye. Okay, hello pile 3. Welcome to your angel reading, your angel guidance. So I'll go through these cards first, and then I'll do your tarot. So I'll just get started, really. So your first angel cards, you got signs and reminders, blessings and abundance, compassion, and then raise or promotion. Okay. So I'll read this first, if I can pick it up. So it says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Straight away, I'd know that you've literally been looking at the world like not black and white. It's not as black and white as you once thought it was. Like, I can tell that you started on this journey of realization of this because of these other cards that have come up. Okay, so this card is slightly separate to these cards for this reading, but they sort of join together as well. So with signs and reminders, this first card, I do get the feeling that you've been asking like for signs from the universe, particularly around grief from your loved ones. So your passed over loved ones, they've been, like, it seems to you like they've not been giving you signs that they are still around. When they've just sort of, it's like they've been busy and they haven't visited, sort of thing. But you've got some signs that have been cropping up recently, or they're coming to you now. Like, they've listened. It feels like they're coming to you now, actually, a bit more than just recently, like so things like for signs, for example, it'll be like angel numbers. This isn't just deceased loved ones either. For some of you, it's just angel like symbolism and stuff that's going to crop up. So it'll be like angel numbers, feathers, for example. That's a good one. Ladybugs, stuff like repeating words, repeating songs, like lyrics in a song, you'll just hear it everywhere, or you'll see a certain book everywhere, for example. You might see or have repetitive dreams or symbolism in your dreams, for example. They might see similar or the same animals like over and over again all the time, like it's just uncanny, or like similar items, for example. Like for example, and items like I have rose quartz, which is this stone here. This has been following me a lot lately, for example. Like it's because personally I need to do a bit more inner healing, self-confidence work, for example. Okay, but you might see different like items. Could literally be anything, but it's just repetitive. Okay. You just keep an eye on that and try and just think about if it's an item or a number or whatever. You can look up the numbers. Items, you might have to think like, what does it mean to you? Is it significant? Is it like symbolic? So like something like a ring, it could mean like a 0, for example, or it could be like eternally, sort of, it goes round and round forever, sort of thing. Just as like off the top of my head, sort of thing. With your second card, blessings and abundance. This is just basically saying that angels are supporting you, but to trust your intuition on these messages that you're receiving, because obviously you're getting signs and reminders. But also expect guidance in unexpected ways, so, or in unexpected places. So like maybe you're chatting away in a coffee shop to your friend and someone leans over to the table and says, oh, actually I know about that, and then helps you. It's like it'll just come spontaneously. It does feel like that's gonna happen to you, but in a lovely, gentle, sort of loving way, because that's how the universe works anyway. That's how angels work. And your third card, compassion. So this is basically saying be gentle with yourself, let go, be gentle with your situations as well. Let go of any conflict or like the feeling that you want to just like fight against something. It feels like if you was to fight against something, it'd only bring you more unhappiness, from whatever situation this is talking about. You'll obviously know. Yeah, so yeah, just make sure that you're not sort of digging yourself a hole, because obviously negative energy being put out of you will bring it back. It's just the law of attraction. I feel like as well, like the angels are asking you to, as permission to let them intervene into your life, and it feels like there's a job that needs to just like only just be finished, but they need to help you finish it off, sort of thing. So yeah, give them permission. Just say out loud, angels, please feel free to intervene into my life where you see it's fit for my greatest good, and then they'll intervene and they'll make your life beautiful. And you also see more signs and symbolism. You can like Google them. Pinterest is really good for looking at symbolism if you keep seeing it, as well. So just keep an eye on that after you say and give the permission to your angels to give you that guidance, okay? Because they're literally saying like, please let me in, let me help you. Because the way that angels work differently to spirit guides is that spirit guides can often just intervene, whereas angels have to have the what's the word? You have to tell them, basically. I can't think of the word now. So I'll go on to your tarot now. Let's flip these cards. Okay. Oh, sorry, just bumping the camera. There you go. So let's steady that out again. Let's read this then. see them all? Let's just move them that way. Okay, so we have 8 of water, which is cups. Queen of air, 5 of fire, 9 of earth, 3 of water, page of earth. Okay. So with the 8, like I said, there was signs and reminders as like loved ones coming through. So with the 8 of water, so the 8 of cups. It feels like you haven't quite moved on from a situation, but it also feels like you are looking for a bit of closure in the grief situation that some of you have experienced in like recent years, or a few years ago, like enough to still have that longing for the signs and symbols sort of thing, but also like they're starting to give you these symbols now, like it feels like they're coming, like they're there now. It feels like just look sort of thing. It's like they're just telling me a message, like just look a little bit deeper, notice a little bit more, be a little bit more open-minded to these signs, because they're already there. It feels like they're a bit magical. I'm very drawn to this moon and star for some reason. I'm not really sure what it's trying to tell me right now, but maybe I'll come back to it. Anyway, so yeah, with the 8 of water, there's the sense of like in your current life situation, it's like there's something you haven't moved on from yet for some of you. For some of you, it's just the grief, and for some of you, it's both. Obviously some of you it's just the life situation that you're in right now. It's something that you're sort of like over with. You're like, I'm done with this. Like you just don't have any feeling towards it anymore. You're like, it's just sort of, it's like you've got over the raw stuff sort of feeling, and you're just sort of bored with it. Okay. For those people, but for the grief, it feels like you just want that clarification that your loved one's still around, or they can come and visit you. Okay. With the Queen of Air, it's like you're coming into your own sort of feeling. There's like your wings are almost grown. You're taking a stand soon. Like it feels like you're ready to move on, but with this card, I feel like you're not quite there. Also, it feels like the word horse sprung to mind. It's a unicorn, but I mean the unicorn's a horse with a thing on its head in it. So, but yeah, I just feel like the horse is there for a reason. I feel like this card represents you as a person, so it does say independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. I feel like witty is very in touch with your personality. I feel like whatever this situation is, you can now see the funny side of it and like take the mick out yourself, sort of like you're comfortable with this situation that you're moving on from. For those of you in grief, I feel like it means a bit more like you've healed, but like you still have that hope to, obviously you'll always love your loved one, that's in heaven essentially, and you just want to say hello every now and then, like you would like an old friend. Like who wouldn't? I understand that completely. Okay, I'll go on to the next card anyway. So 5 of fire. Reading this card, it's just there's like little stars on this, right? And there's little stars around here. I don't know if they mean something to you personally, but to me it's all about, like, I meditated on it a little bit previously in a different reading that I've been doing, and that it's sort of like there's chances and opportunities coming, like they're all on here. But with the 5 of fire as a card anyway, it's like you feel like you can't move forward yet with this situation. and I feel like there's like chances and opportunities coming after this situation leaves, sort of thing. It feels like there's a door opening with this card, okay? It feels like there's nothing really holding you back, but it's like a mental block or something you're not quite there with, like you're not quite ready, even though there is nothing stopping you, sort of thing. I feel like you need to take action though. It does feel like it feels safe. For you that ain't sure what to do, it feels safe. To take action for this situation. Okay, I just heard like the magic doesn't rest. I'm not really sure what that means to me, but it might mean something to one of you viewers that are like having this reading. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you know what that means, or if it's like a quote or something, because often spirit guides, angels and stuff will say a quote and I won't know where it's from, but someone else will, which is kind of magical. Hence why we're talking about magic, I suppose. Ironic. Anyway, I'll go into the nine of earth. So this feels like you've been wondering about something like a course of action. I'm not sure what this course of action is, but I'm very drawn to these big wings, and it feels like it's growth. It's like something that's like I said with the door opening, like once that door's open, like this feels like you're moving forward, you're gonna sort of flourish, if you like it feels like it's gonna be successful. This is a successful card anyway. I'm pretty sure it says successful self-employment, so maybe some of you are going down the self-employment route or fancying a challenge in like doing your own thing instead of like working for someone else. It does sort of feel like that for some of you, but for some of you it feels like going on a course like university or like training up for some of you. With the Three of Cups, Three of Water, this does feel like a celebration, okay, but for some of you it feels like a celebration of self, like a milestone in like life lessons. But for others of you, I feel particularly drawn to graduation announcement. So maybe it's something to do with like graduation, or but graduation as well could be like self. It doesn't necessarily mean like university or college or something, for example. So yeah, graduation and announcement. So yeah, so there's like a celebration coming up, like this is a good time, so this is where you are, the door opens and then this is coming. But this feels like for you, some of you, a literal celebration of the self, or like your accomplishment in yourself. So say like you couldn't get over, say it was like an ex-boyfriend, for example, you couldn't get over them, or you couldn't move on from them, but all of a sudden it feels like you're gonna just say these things casually to your friends, and your friends are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe it, it's brilliant news, sort of thing. You've moved on from that dirtbag, for example. But for others of you, it feels like you've actually got a proper announcement, and you're going to be like celebrating properly. So like an event, sort of like maybe a wedding, like it says wedding, for example, but it doesn't feel like a wedding. It feels more like some people might have some news about babies, because obviously it says birth announcement anyway, but it does feel like it will just be so casually said, and then like you'll just watch your friend or your family member just like let that sink in, and then they'll go, oh my god, I can't believe it, that's amazing. Yeah, so this looks good. And then with the Page of Earth, so it's like some of you are looking for a change in career. Like this feels like this is very related, both of these together. But it feels like you've had an idea for a while, and it feels like it's a good idea. Like it's gonna be beneficial. Like it feels like it's gonna make you feel really accomplished and like you're excited to go on to this new journey. For some of you, it does feel like teaching, like a teaching type role, maybe a teacher in a school, but also like other people would be like maybe coaches, for example. But it just feels like some sort of teaching anyway. But it makes sense with like being attracted to the announcement and graduation sort of thing. It's like an announcement, I'm gonna try and train up for this, or I'm gonna become this, for example, or I've just qualified in being a teacher. For some of you anyway, everyone's different, you know, take what resonates with you. It does feel like anxious but excited, like new beginning feeling. So it just, like, overall this bit feels really positive and really like there's a sense of really good proudness here. Like I can feel it through your friends and through yourself. Like there's like a lovely optimism to this reading. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to go through what your angels mean. So you have Zadkiel and Raphael come up. So green angel and then a rainbow angel, basically. You've got rainbows coming up. This is a sense of hope as well. This has come up in all three readings, so it's obviously angels know that people need some hope right now. But yeah, so Zadkiel is working with you basically to work on your self-esteem, like self-love, and also he helps like find out like who you are and how to really truly become yourself, sort of thing. So this is obviously this essence here, and then obviously this door opens once you grab that. It feels very soon though, once like it's like just ask him for that permission. Just say something like, Zadkiel, please help me with this final step, because it does feel very final step, like please give me signs and reminders that your guidance is here or my loved one is around, and then doors will open and off you go, sort of thing. And this is a beautiful time. Raphael is the angel of healing. He heals both animals and people, but he heals like people like in all different ways, like physically. Obviously if this is about grief for some of you, then obviously he's helping, he are helping you with like overcoming that and getting that satisfaction from the signs and symbols. It does feel like this is a really strong card for this. Like it does feel like the angels really want to tell you something, like to keep your eye out, to listen to your songs and the lyrics in your music, to listen to like random like people's conversations at the coffee table. Like I said, like there's definitely gonna be symbols, messages there for you, but you just gotta be open to it. Okay. Also, I also find like there's like this heart chakra is particularly important, but it's also focusing on this throat chakra, so maybe benefit. Yeah, and it makes sense actually if you're gonna have a celebration. So an announcement. Yeah, so your throat chakra is all about communication, like speaking your truth. And then your heart chakra, obviously you've been healing this. Anyway, it just feels like you're ready for what's next. So you've healed, you've moved on. This is how doors open in the universe anyway. You heal something and then something better is replaced in you with it. So yeah, you've healed your heart chakra, or you're just about to, you're nearly there. She's got a heart chakra going on there as well, so it makes sense. And then all of a sudden this door's open, like she's got her hands open, actually. That makes sense, doesn't it? And then you're going to announce this beautiful piece of information, whatever you're telling your friends and family, like this is good news. But anyway, I hope that was helpful and that was insightful. I do hope that you open that door If anything you want to put down below, let me know how this resonated for you personally in the comments, for example. That would be lovely. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe so you can catch more of my videos. I'm going to be doing lots more of these. I actually quite enjoyed doing this angel reading, so I'll probably do some more. But I'm going to try and get creative and see what other ones I can do. If you've got any suggestions of ones you might like, yeah, just pop that down in the comments. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.